Hello everybody, before we get started on this video, I'd like to offer a bit of a content warning. You will hear me rant and rave and highly recommend this film. I will sing its praises and be super for this movie because I am. I really like this film a lot. However, the subject matter of the film is potentially very triggering. It deals with trauma in a very realistic way, I suppose. No rape scenes or anything like that are depicted in this film. You don't see anything like that happening. However, the subject matter, the topics that are being discussed throughout the film are about victims of sexual assault, a specific victim of sexual assault and her experience. If you feel like this could negatively impact you, I just advise you to do your homework on this movie first, look up things about it, and decide if you feel comfortable first before you just go ahead and watch it. That being said, let's do it. Hello everybody, welcome to Film Fireside. Promising Young Woman, nominated for Best Picture at the Academy Awards, directed by Emerald Fennell, and written by Emerald Fennell as well. I think first and foremost, I just need to start off by singing her praises. This is fantastic. This is a fantastic piece of art. I am blown away by it. I've watched this movie 3 times now, and this third time, it was probably my favorite. The third time watching it, I realized how much detail is in every single shot, with the coloring and the production design of it as well. The technical elements of this film too are absolutely beautiful. I think the only technical category Promising Woman got nominated for was Best Film Editing. Regardless though, there's beautiful music at beautiful times. The coloring throughout this third time watching, I kept thinking to myself, oh my gosh, this is a lot like Breaking Bad. I feel like color's being used in a similar way here. The vibrant colors mean something, the lack of color means something. I am now a huge fan of Emerald Fennell, and I look forward to many, many more things she will hopefully do with her career. Promising Woman tells the story of Cassie, who is played by Carey Mulligan, and her attempts to seek vengeance, right wrongs of what happened to her friend Nina Fisher, who was sexually assaulted, and because of that it more or less ruined her life all the way up until her death. She now spends her nights going to clubs pretending to be drunk so a guy will pick her up. When she gets home, she drops the act and the guy kind of has to sit there and be called out for his actions. I love it so much. I love it so much. This is one little analytical point, but I'll go ahead and point it out. One of the first shots of the film is at a club that's filled with dudes, which by the way is probably more realistic. Usually in movies you see a bunch of women getting crunk and close-ups of their butts, of their rear ends, of their bodies, of their breasts, and they do it with the guys at the club in their khakis and doing goofy moves and their dad bods. But I loved that opening shot. I knew I was in for something unique and different and just amazing. I think the most beautiful thing about this is it very fairly and accurately represents the many colors that come with a story like this and how complicated and stupid it is, how complicated it is, yet it does not pull any punches either in letting us know what is not okay. Absolutely. My wife and I watched this the third time we watched it. She had already watched it as well. I said at one point in the film, I was like, I think if we have a baby daughter right now, but if we ever have a son, any other sons we have in our life, this may be a staple for them. We may have to show them this film because I think it's an important movie, and quite frankly, I don't want to say this film was made for men, but I feel like a lot of men can benefit from this movie. There's caricatures of kind of ridiculous men who always tend to claim themselves as nice guys. That line to me made me recognize how a lot of times we often separate ourselves from those type of dudes who pick up girls in like a weird way, who slip roofies in girls' drinks. I don't do that. I don't do that. But like, would I pick up a girl who's drunk at a party? What's the difference? This film really hones the point that consent is like the most important thing. I think it suffices to say, before I get too down many rabbit holes, this film just brings up many, many topics. It explores this issue with just such openness and like truth that we can discover and explore and always talk about. It can spark discussions about the many various elements of this film. Carey Mulligan gives a fantastic performance in this. She is so vital to this film's success. Who I would like to win Best Actress at the Academy Awards, I would like for Carey Mulligan to win Best Actress at the Academy Awards. She's won some other places as well, so I don't know, I guess she could. It may not happen, but she could. I would love that. Everyone else in this film too is fantastic. Bo Burnham's character is great. He is so good in this movie. I didn't really expect him to be. Honestly, I didn't think he was that good. But no, he's great in this film. He really gives a knockout performance, and it's a great movie. As far as ending this film goes, without spoiling it, the phrase that's coming to mind is that it contradicts itself, but that's too harsh. That's not what it does. And then undermines itself comes into play, and I don't think it does that. It kind of does that. But then I say that, and I don't really know a better way to end this film. And for those of you who have seen it, I'm talking like the last 2 minutes, like the last 2 minutes. The other ending part that is crazy, I think all that's great. The last like 2 minutes are just like, I don't know, I go back and forth on it, because this last time I watched it, I wasn't bothered by it too much. The first 2 times I watched it though, I was like, it's just like, yeah. Maybe I'll discuss the ending more in my other video I'm going to be doing about this. Like I said, there's just a lot of truth in this story. There's just a lot of realism, and Emerald Fennell handles the script with such care and preciseness. I really do enjoy this film, and I think everyone should watch it because it opens up a conversation about some topics that need to be discussed today. I'm a huge fan of Promising Young Woman. I give it a 9 out of 10. Wow! I really don't have many complaints with it other than that last little bit. Thanks so much for watching. Have you seen Promising Young Woman? Tell me your thoughts about the movie in the comments below. Start a discussion with me about this film. I'd love to get in a discussion with you about this movie. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you do not miss out on any Oscar-related content coming before the awards at the end of April. Thank you so much for watching. Comment, like, subscribe. Bye-bye.